So I'm about to show you why you can't just leave okra on the plant. Remember I told you what was gonna happen? Like this still hasn't pushed. It still hasn't pushed the flower off. But it's long. I'm really gonna make my okra fries tonight. And I might actually, how'd that happen? It's the flower. I feel like it just jumped. I took half of these collard leaves and made some collards and fucked them up. Y'all. I was looking forward to taking them to the relatives this weekend and using them as a wrap for my fish, which I'm gonna do. That one on the side, that huge one there is gonna be seeds. Let me eat one of these just to make me feel better. I eat more than one. It's nice. And see, it's even proven in here. Remember how I said tomatoes benefit from shade a lot more than people say in general? Any more cucumbers coming? No? No more cucumbers? I'm gonna water it good one more time and see. These outer leaves eventually die on the okra. Those of you who grow know. But I kind of want to get rid of this. But if it's going to produce some okra out of the side there, I don't want to. So I'm not sure what to do with that branch just yet. I may very well eventually cut it off. Yeah, but right now it's looking like it needs some more space. And I'm kind of not going to give it any because until I get it inside. I'm just going to keep feeding and watering it and get as many more harvests as I can out of it right now. And then take it inside. See, yeah. See, this is going to start giving me okra on the side shoots. And I'm here for it. Again, it's a little late, but hey. So definitely okra fries today. I'll harvest more collards later. Finally have some yellow pear tomatoes turning yellow. I want to taste one now. A little bit premature. It'll probably be ready tomorrow, in fact. They're kind of small. We'll see what they taste like. It's my other setup of tomatoes in the middle, cascading over the front. Onions and this snow pea. This snow pea is coming up, has popped up. This one has not. So I may plant another one over here and another one in the other side as well. I was just sitting here daydreaming about harvesting these when I should be just harvesting them. But I'm not dressed for a good harvest right now. So, take my ass back over here. Look at how big. It's a microton, y'all. And it's in a small freaking pot, too. It's amazing the things you find out that affect the size and potency of any given food or medicine. Yeah. So here's this other tomato. This started turning red yesterday. I could actually harvest that today. But I'm still gonna wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna be mad if I wait till tomorrow and I come out and some animal. I'm sitting here thinking about how good them greens were last night. Still, y'all. Let me go put on some. I'm eating these. Take these in. I wonder why my Radinas aren't coming up. I wonder why. So this is pretty freaking exciting to me. Everything generally looks kind of sad except the peppermint, and this is a peppermint, and the oregano is getting kind of leggy. Trying to reach out for that sun. I flipped the whole thing around. I'm going to do that periodically because, you know, they start reaching and leaning for the sun. As you can see, the opal basil is doing, and actually the peppermint's doing it too. This little top set of leaves is leaning toward the window. The cilantro is not, well, I think it's not doing well. However, this other leaf pot has popped up recently, so I'm not sure what that is. And what I was so excited about was because I had already almost just about given up on garlic, but 2 days later, here they are, all four popped up. That bitch is strong too. It's strong. These are strong. So, yeah, I'm excited. So I'm gonna let them do their thing for probably a couple of weeks. They'll probably be ready to harvest in a couple of weeks. So I'll harvest off of those. And I may still bring a couple of onions inside to see if they will continue to try to have their best life in here. But I'm not pressed. Depending on how these garlic stalks treat me in my food, they replace the green onions really well. And if they grow this fast in general, these four, trust me, are all I need, because the growth of my first green onions ever are the reason why I said, okay, I don't need to ever grow more than a handful again. But this year they were skimpy as fuck, so I'm kind of feeling some type of way about the food they provided. But I'm not mad because I've been enjoying them, as you can tell by my window sill setup. So before I dive in, we're gonna go harvest a yellow pear tomato. I do have a couple of these patio tomatoes ready down there, but I'm gonna leave them on the vine because I need my relatives to know how delicious these taste fresh off the vine, even in comparison to out of the garden and stored. That's something else I'm gonna talk about, storage. But I'm gonna cover everything. Collard greens are celebrating the end of cabbage moth season. My lettuce is looking pretty nice. The leaves aren't as big as a lot of people's get, but they are growing. Look at this shit. So shit might change this fall. Eat one of these just because it'll be warm and delicious and sweet, and because I can. I lean this tomato plant inward so it can hang over, cascade over the front. But I want you to see this. See these that have fallen between the planter and the deck railing? Those are the ones that are all ripe and red, right? Look, a whole cluster. You see a whole cluster of almost ripe ones. It's settled in between the planter and the deck railings. I'm going to prove a point. I'm going to use that to prove a point in a little bit. And here's the same setup on the opposite side. Now this planter though, in general, as you can see, doesn't get, again, that one is full sun. That one full sun. That's the one we just came from. And then so back to this one. This one, as you can see, is shaded for the most part. And look at it. I don't know if you can see all these tomatoes. See all those tomatoes? And keep looking, because guess what? Flowers, more flowers, still flowering. Flower, 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 flower. Flowers and flowers. So, oh, the end of the part that's hanging down, more flowers. This one that I need to pull back forward, that I can finally get back forward, it was leaning backward. More flowers. Matter of fact, all those volunteer plants we pulled up, remember? Yeah, they're popping back up. But yeah, I finally got my yellow pear tomato to blush. I'm gonna take this back one. And we're gonna give that a taste in here just before I kick off this video. Yellow pear tomato. See how every time I want to pull this thing, more of this happens? That's why I topped them off in the first place. Got me a bowl of water. Always harvest with a bowl of water. Yeah, I'm doing a fast job. I just tasted one of these because I was curious. I was just kind of curious whether these would have more flavor. I probably picked them a day too early, but I was curious as whether they would be less flavorful because I haven't been tending to the one up there like I have to the vegetables I have on the deck garden. So I'm going to see if this is just as flavorful or not. Just coming off the tree. And no, it's not. So I don't know if it's because it didn't get enough water, if it wasn't fertilized enough, or just general neglect. But you can taste the difference. They're still very good though. But they're nothing like those.